Keith gets back with hopefully the grid if he's got it.
Oh, I did run through the grid. I did run through the grid. What was the question? Yeah, you weren't listening, were you? You never listened to me. Dear, oh dear. Now I sound like your ex-wife, yeah. Okay, everybody's there, let's get going. Away we go. Oh, second man on the grid, Lucas King, has made an absolute wire there. He's the one who's taken off like Burt Reynolds' Pontiac this time. He's going to lead them through Coppers for the first time. Everybody cleanly away. They've been working that dirt pretty hard, I think, so there's no worry about the state of the track anymore at that particular point. So away they all disappear. They're going to be back in your sight very shortly, I should think, my friend.
Yeah, looks like Lucas King's made the whole shot, as you said, mate. And they're all single file at the moment as they run down here. I can't see anyone making any moves up into Park Corner.
Right, MZ's away, and I can see Alex Mann, who's got the jump on Andy Wales once again, as they disappear up through Coppers. And again, it's all line of certain stuff. Slightly reduced field for those girls and boys. No, you're right, I didn't actually go through the field, did I? Sorry about that.
That's right.
No, I wasn't. I just realised.
Yeah, even if you did.
I think I did. I don't know. See, how much memory have I got?
And there's an overtake second. It's from second to first, down into Mansfield. So, wait for them to come back to you, mate. They're shuffling the grid themselves for us.
Good on them. Thank you very much indeed, gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody else who's there.
Two abreast into Lock Mountain.
And here we come then, out of the mountain. Yeah, and I'm just trying to work that out.
Oh, we got a couple of, we got a faller at the gooseneck. Someone lost the front, and someone else has decided to run down the grass into Mansfield. But I think he's managed to gather that together. I didn't see if that was the.
That'll be one of our MZs, won't it, mate?
Yes, mate. It is an MZ, buddy. Yeah.
Okay. Right, here we go then. Over the line we go. It is King from Garrett, from Bray, Barrel, Round, Huskinson, Solue, Gleeson, Cowie, Baker, McCarthy, Evans. Then Lees, Brunsden, Wilton, Bayborough over the line there. No sign of Horde or Egginton at this early stage of the race.
Oh, a loss of the back end there for Lucas King as he came out of Charlie's 2, which gave someone in the back garage the opportunity to get up alongside, but I'm not sure if he's going to make that stick as we go into the braking area.
Here come the MZs then. Horde and Egginton did come across the line. It is Alex Mann from Andy Wales. They've got a huge gap separating those two as well. A second and a half is your measure there. Then we've got a bit of a scrap going on for the minor placings as Ryan Kent and Wright all come across the line. I did get a message from Chris Kent earlier as well, so if you want to tell us what's happening there, I'll have a look at Chris's message.
Just looking at the Team Green guys coming down into Mansfield, no changes there, so it looks like the same people, Lucas King followed by Garrett and then Bray as they go into Mansfield and then round to you in the bottom of the mountain.
Okay, apparently Chris was saying he's got problems with overheating on the bike, which obviously is, even though it's air-cooled, you still have overheating problems, of course. Apparently in race 1 yesterday, Caleb Wright broke down due to a loose brake fluid line spraying all over, which is going to be pretty nasty. Yeah, that kind of
we've got another crasher over here on the exit to Charlie's 2, a novice that looks like in the MZ class.
Okay, he's up and about.
Yeah, he's up and about, so whoever you find is dropping down there. It's both of those riders actually, the one that crashed at the they're both up and about walking away and
good.
Leaving their toys for the marshals to collect.
Oh, they're factory riders now, mate. If you get an orange vest on, you are ready for the big time, aren't you? Right, Lucas King with the fastest lap of 44.844, which gives him 0.3 of a second advantage over Alfie Garrett, who in turn has 0.8 of a second advantage over Dan Bray, who's the first of the seniors. Second of the seniors is Danny Huskinson. He's down in 6th place, but he's still
Dan Bray has just gone up the inside above Garrett into 2nd place, so he's determined to get back to Lucas King and see if he can get another race win.
Okay, I can see the team NW guys holding out the boards there for some of the riders who are with them. Not quite sure which one of their riders that might be, but it doesn't really matter. They're out there doing it, that's for sure. Everybody safely across the line now. MZ still being led by Alex Mann from Andy Wales.
Huskinson's has just gone up the inside of round into 5th place by the looks of it, into Mansfield as they come back to Yuki.
I'll keep an eye on that. Danny and his pink bits are pretty easy to spot from this distance. There's the 1, 2, 3. I think Huskinson might still be in 6th place looking at that, mate. So maybe it was a case of they'd already passed these repassed or something like that, of course. Fastest man on the first sector there is Dan Bray. He's trying to close these youngsters down. He had a bit of a gap between himself and Alfie Garrett because previous lap he went 17 slower than the junior in front of him, so he's definitely closed that gap. Here they come onto the front straight for the collect the 3rd lap marker. Over the line we go then. It is King, Bray and Garrett, so there is a change there as Dan Bray moves up into 2nd place. He's the fastest man on the track. 44.777 puts him around about 7/10 of a second quicker than King in front of him, so watch that. We might have another great battle between the juniors and the seniors for the top spot there. It's barrel round Huskinson and Solue.
He's got the drive, Dan Bray, as he runs along Park Straight. He's got to actually round the outside, so we'll see if he makes that one stick, whether we could turn it across the front of Lucas King on the way into Park Corner.
We'll wait and see.
I think that was a bit of a stretch from the outside, because I think, I can still see Lucas King is just ahead of Dan Bray, but it has closed up from Alfie Garrett. So it's a 1, 2, 3 now.
It's always a 1, 2, 3. There's always a 1, 2, 3, Rick. Come on.
Close 1, 2, 3.
Have a word with yourself. A close 1, 2, 3. That sounds good. That sounds good. All right, MZ action over the line this time. Man Wales right. Goes Caleb Wright moves past on somebody there. Chris. No, everybody's going up. Actually, it's the lap markers that are causing a little bit of confusion with my little brain there. Everybody safely across the marker out the back there. Apart from, actually, there might be a bit of speculation. One of the MZs there. I wonder if there's an issue with Oliver Boyett, unfortunately. Maybe it's a transponder thing. Yeah, he's not being picked up by the transponder at the halfway mark, so that's what that issue is. Here comes the leader. This is where the action really is playing that slipstream game, these three. And King, Bray, go on, mate.
Sorry, you were saying about Chris Kidd earlier. He's crawling around, actually.
Probably overheating again, unfortunately.
That's a game over for him, back to the pits by looks of things.
Poor Chris. It's one of the great stalwarts of the MZ class, of course.
Oh, here we go. Dan Bray is up alongside on the way out of Charlie's 2 and trying to make the inside run for Park Corner now. So that, I think he's going to, he looks like he's going to make that stick. It's just whether or not Lucas King can tough it out and go around the outside or not.
Well, we'll wait and see. Riders come around the bottom of the mountain here, some of the slower guys and girls.
Looks like he has. Looks like he's toughed that out and held him off. So this is going to
give the youngsters a riding lesson.
Yeah, well, it's the youngster giving the older a riding lesson here.
I don't know anything about Dan Bray. He could be a younger senior, because he's 18 to be a senior.
Oh, right, okay.
So you can be quite young to be a senior still. Here we go, back marker action as well, just to give them something a little bit extra to think about, but all three of them are past the slower rider between the exit of the chicane and the bottom of the mountain. That's the beauty, we said that before, particularly with the slower bikes. If you're catching somebody on this track, you are going quite a bit quicker than them. I don't think there's any change there. Round and barrel swap places last time, so they'll still be arguing it. Bad lap for Solue. He dropped 3 places on that last lap, actually. McCarthy went past on Everts. Brunson went past on Wilton. So a few chopping and changing there. See what you mean about Chris Kent. He's definitely going backwards, unfortunately, as the leaders come across the line to complete lap 5. And there is no change in the top 3. King, Bray and Garrett still separated by 0.68 of a second. Here comes the next gaggle of bikes, though still arguing really closely over. It is round from Barrel, Cowie, Huskinson, Gleeson. Cowie making up 2 places on that particular lap. Unfortunately, Danny and Chloe both going backwards by a place. Baker and Solue stay there in 9th and 10th. Then comes another scrap led by McCarthy and Evans. Go on, mate.
It's another attempt at an overtake. He got the good drive out of Charlie's 2, did Dan Bray. And it's another run alongside on the run up to Park corner. We'll have to see whether or not Lucas King rides around the outside of him again.
And he has. He's managed to hold him
And he
off
has.
again.
He's managed to hold him off again. We're in lap 6 or 7, so he's only got one more go at that if he's going to make it stick.
Mate. Yeah, they're going to get the last lap flag next time round. So if you're going to do something, you've got a plan, you better come up with it. Well, I know one man who hasn't got a plan apart from win the race by miles, and that is Alexander Mann. He's come across the line. Andy Wales doesn't look as fast. I wonder if there's an issue with Andy's bike, because normally Andy, to be fair, is right on the tail. These two normally provide some great action.
Yeah.
We've got the 42 machine in the pits as well. That's Bainborough, Ewan Bainborough. Unfortunately for the youngster, some issue with his bike is going to be attended to, so maybe it's him, to be fair. You never know. Can't blame the Kawasaki for everything, of course. Fastest man in the first sector is Alfie Garrett. He does a 101.433, which puts him a tenth of a second or so quicker than the two bikes in front of him. So he's closing that gap now very rapidly indeed. We'll get a confirmation exactly how they're going. We've got two back markers coming over the line right now, but here come the three leaders, mate. This could be some back marker action past you, maybe even sooner. King, Bray and Garrett all across the line there. Then comes the next battle. I think that's going to be Young Round. Yeah, he holds on. He's a solid fourth. But then Barrel, Cowie, Huskinson, Gleeson and Baker, they're all across the line. They've all received the last lap flag.
The back marker has come into play because Lucas King and Dan Bray have managed to get through, but the gap has enlarged massively, and they're alongside each other again. I think Dan Bray's got to make this stick now. He's got to stop him from going around the outside, or he's not going to take the win here.
Doesn't look like he has, though. Looks like Lucas King has ridden around.
Doesn't look like he has, though. Looks like Lucas King has ridden around him again.
That's what you got to do. Make like a buffalo girl, go around the outside.
Yeah, he's toughing it out, is Lucas King, against Dan Bray at the moment. And I think that's gapped him a bit, Dan Bray. He was obviously alongside, etc. just now. There's a bit of a gap down there into Mansfield's now. Third place Alfie Garrett is out of it, basically backmarked by the looks of things.
Right, here we go. Leaders making their way out of the air. Unfortunately, you're right. I think the third place man has dropped right off the money here. Alfie Garrett there. He lost, let's say about a second and a half actually to the leader, Lucas King. So he worked way across the top. It's going to be too little too late. Just the 7 laps in this race, of course. And the checker flag is going to be prepared very shortly indeed. Lottie and her flag are going to be calling the halt to yet another race very shortly. Checker flag does indeed go out, and very happy Lucas King. No argument about this time. Dan Bray finishes in second, does take senior honours though. Alfie Garrett finishes in third. Now we're going to wait and see. Next across the line, it is indeed young William Round who takes a solid third place, fourth overall ahead of Harry Barrel, Danny Haskins and George Cowie. Then it's Harley Baker, Chloe Gleeson. Next up across the line, it is the machine of Leo Soliu, who doesn't have a good race given his starting position, but hey, he's still a youngster, still learning his way around the circuit. McCarthy goes past on Everts, so well done Annabelle. She gains a place in the junior battle towards the end there.